is Met Gala month for those in fashion, or those who like the big extreme craziness of the Met Gala. I have been enamored with the Met Gala for a few years now. The costuming of it. I don't normally like fashion normally,
but the Met Gala
just does it to another level. I'm a little late to this trend, but because of world happenings, people have been recreating 2019 Met Gala looks for 2020. It's the end of May, but that's what we're gonna do today. Today, I'll be speed making Liza Koshy's dress from the 2019 Met Gala entirely out of office supplies. Like, really. I have this box, and it's gonna be a perfect base for that. I also have 1,000 paper clips, which we're gonna use to make the silver part of her dress. Somehow. Do I know what I'm doing? No. Do I know how to make the things out of the things I have? No. Are we gonna figure it out together? Yeah. That's pretty much it. Let's get into it. Okay, we're gonna start with trying to figure out how to make these work. Basically, we need to turn paper clips into fabric. Where's the reverse Rumpelstiltskin when you need him?
Turn metal into fabric, instead of fabric into metal. Or was it thread? He turned thread into gold, so it's fabric pieces into gold.
You get what I'm saying. There's small paper clips, like this, and there's large paper clips like this. And then there's also this tangled mess of me trying some ideas earlier. It didn't work out. To get around the mess that only paper clips make, we're gonna try to also use duct tape, because that's silver, so it'll keep it in the vein, but also keep the paper clips attached without just letting them fall. Since it's easy to attach paper clips, but it's also easy to detach them. Le duct tape. I'm gonna make a test section first, because I don't really know what I'm doing. Basically, I just lined up paper clips on a piece of duct tape and folded it over. Now we've got some kind of like fringe, or maybe a comb. We'll connect each paper clip to another paper clip. Hook and glide, hook and glide. Now we have some fringe, or bangs. Is it just me, or does that almost look like JLo's Versace headpiece? Finish it off with one last piece of tape. So this is what we ended up with. It certainly has some texture. Of course, if you look at Liza's actual dress, it's a little more chaotic than this. So we'll create a few different sections and then tape them together to create a final look. Well, let's see if we can just magically make those. Oh man, we even got a cat friend. Bye, cat friend. Okay, now that I have some pieces of different shapes and sizes, I'm gonna attempt to drape them and then figure out what the remaining shapes we need are. Okay, so this draping actually took a really long time. There was no way I was gonna finish this in one day. I actually stayed up until 2 a.m. trying to finish it, and my roommate and I watched Netflix for about 5 hours. The strategy was to get 2 pieces, hold them together on my body in a way that I liked, mentally mark that, lay the pieces back down, and tape them together. Don't do it this way. It ended up being really weak at the intersection of every tape point. Instead, I'd recommend that you line each edge with an extended paper clip to add some structure, and also wrap the tape around. We want corn dogs, not hamburgers. Why are my tips food related? I then made loose chains for the arms for flexibility. And here's kind of what the bust looked like. And the back had hooks, so it was easy to get in and out of. On to the next day. Okay. So the top is basically done. Ooh, no, it's falling apart again. Just a second, let me fix this. Here you can see I made sandwiches instead of corn dogs. So the paper clips easily slipped out the tape, which got even worse later. Okay, temporarily fixed. It might fall apart again later, but that's what duct tape is for. I was so naive for what was to come. So I'll go ahead and put this on, very carefully. The problem is it hooks with itself really easily, so it can get tangled. The back is always the hardest part to put together. There's 2 hooks in the back, but it's kind of hard for me to get the second one. My roommate is out for a hike. Shout out to you. So I'm gonna just only hook the bottom one. So the fit will be a little different when both are hooked. So this is what it looks like. I know how to model. For being made out of paper clips, I feel like this is doing a really good job to convey the essence. Whee! It's also a great cat distractor. Next up, the actual dress. I'm gonna turn this into this. How? I'm not, but we'll figure it out. Was Liza's left arm just holding her dress up the entire time? Because I don't know how I'm gonna hold this box up. Let's get to work.
I started by channeling my inner Mycara tours and outlining my body on top of the box. Then I cut the side at an angle and scored the surface so it'd curve easier.
We've already hit an issue. So I've just made no room for my bootay.
That's fine. That's what these are for. In the meantime, we'll cut out the shapes. Cut with some buffer because you can always cut away more later. Then tape some more and cut some more, and form a little cocoon around your body. At the end of this, you want to be the beautiful butterfly attending the Met Gala. Here's me talking to myself about how tight the dress is, and how angled the wing is. It looks more like Miley Cyrus's dress instead of Liza's. I added on the side wing, and then took a look in the mirror.
Okay, after a quick review, I decided this side looks okay. This side, I think it just really needs to match Liza's dress. So, I'm going to use some of the extra cardboard I have and extend this section so it's more vertical and less angled. More Liza Koshy, less Miley Cyrus. Let's go.
Here's an extending montage. I basically rounded some pieces, cut the base apart, and taped it all together. Marble oversaw quality control. To make painting easier and keep with the office theme, I then covered the whole structure with printing paper. This will take a while. I highly recommend binging a TV show. I binged Community. I really missed out. I should have binged The Office. Applicable? Office supplies? The Office? Okay, moving on. Warning, if you don't have enough glue and you don't want shiny tape on the outside, your fingers might get a little sticky. This will work, but the glue might stick more to your hands than the paper itself. For those following along at home, now's the time you want to pull out those white trash bags and some pink paint. We'll be using this to imitate the pink fur. Lather the trash bag with paint generously, like you should be doing with soap when you wash your hands right now. It's a quarantine, people. Hang those out of reach of cats until they're dry. Then cut them into weird shapes that could kind of pass for Liza's dress, but look way too large, but you're gonna try for it anyways. Yeah, this is the best I got. Oh no, you ran out? Time to empty the recycling bin to get the last white garbage bag with the correct texture. And give it a good rinse. Slap on a coat of paint, cut out the remaining pieces, and cover the rest of the structure. Lastly, hair. Liza's hair is wrapped in silver wire. We'll replicate this using duct tape. Make a lot of strips, attach them together, and weave. All done. Ooh, fashion, runway, not looking weird even though there's a guy fixing his car just out of frame, staring into the distance. Random pacing. Awkward arm movements. Overall, I'm really proud of the result, especially considering the supplies, but there was some frustration in the end.
My whole top came apart. That's what I get for making clothes out of office supplies.
That's just life. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hit like if you liked it and subscribe if you want more. See you next time on Lynn Makes.
I bumped the camera multiple times with my giant shoulder. On guard.